Everybody, this is the indirect characterization exercise from yesterday. It should look very familiar. And this is the one for today. We're using visual imagery. Same chapters, right? You're all listed here. I left that in there. Same chapters, okay? No. Okay, so I want you to think about what the character is saying. You're still going to the last chapter you read and annotated. You're finding a place where you like what the narrator is saying. Instead of because it is funny, sad, weird, mean, or kind, I'm changing this, right? We need to change this because it's got to be, you like what the narrator is saying because it is highly visual. You can start to see what the narrator sees. The narrator, Esperanza, sees. Then you're going to follow directions for formatting box 1. So here's mine. Okay. I used the chapter of the family of the little feet, and I thought this was so funny. Okay, so I used in the chapter, the family of little feet, the narrator, Esperanza, says. Okay, and then I'm going to just actually write. Nope. This should be a dot because sorry, this is I want to make sure we have this the right way. I don't want you guys doing this the wrong way. So this is number 2. In the second section, you're literally just writing down the quotation that you liked. Okay, and you're just popping it into box 2. My quotation is, "The grandpa slept on the living room couch and snored through his teeth. His feet were fat and doughy and thick like tamales, and these he powdered and stuffed into white socks and brown leather shoes." Look at me, I formatted that wrong. There's no period before the end of quotation marks. We all know that. Jeez, Miss Dow. So now we have, in the chapter, the family of little feet, the narrator, Esperanza, says, "The grandpa slept on the living room couch and snored through his teeth. His feet were fat and doughy and thick like tamales, and these he powdered and stuffed into white socks and brown leather shoes." Now for the third part, what do I have to do with it? To put my ideas about what the character's words, maybe not so much the character's words. Why don't we say the narrator's words? Or we can even say the author's words. However you want to put it is okay. I think I said the author. We'll see in a second, I forget. So you're going to put your ideas about what the narrator's or the author's words mean and why they are impactful. Okay. Now, for something to be impactful, it doesn't mean it has to change the world. It just has to make an impression on you. Okay, so my explanation here is the author's use of visual imagery helps the reader see that grandpa's feet are not just fat, but doughy and thick like tamales. She also uses the verb stuffed to show just how thick they are, and she helps us see them by using the 2 contrasting colors, white and brown. Right? So I'm describing how the author is using the words to make an impact on what we see. So hopefully that's helpful. I'll read this all together for you now. And this sounds really nice when we put it all together. In the family, the chapter of little feet, the narrator, Esperanza, says, "The grandpa slept on the living room couch and snored through his teeth. His feet were fat and doughy and thick like tamales, and these he powdered and stuffed into white socks and brown leather shoes." The author's use of visual imagery helps the reader see that grandpa's feet are not just fat, but doughy and thick like tamales. She also uses the verb stuffed to show just how thick they are, and she helps us see them by using the 2 contrasting colors, white and brown. Okay. I also could have carried on with that idea of a tamale, like that if something was as fat as a tamale, first of all, tamales are delicious and feet aren't, but you could imagine something being stuffed and overflowing, right? But I like this here because I also used going into color. Okay, so hopefully this is helpful. If you need any further instruction, reach out to me on conference. Have a great day.